In today's video, I am going to talk about my reading goals for 2024. We are coming to the end of the year, so I thought it would be good to talk a little bit of my thoughts for the year to come. I'm not going to make this super long because I have a lot of other things to do as well, but I just wanted to take this opportunity and share with you what I am thinking. After 2023, I have been thinking about how stressful this year has been. Not just reading wise, but like in general. And one of the main reasons for that is like I changed jobs and I also moved cities. But I think for me to kind of deal a little better for the next year is to actually slow down on my reading. Like every other year, I am setting my goal to be 50 books, but I am not going to stress about it. If it is less than 50 books at the end of the year, so be it. If it's 50 books, great. But I'm not going to kind of try to race and finish my goal like in July or something, or August for that matter. The last couple of years, I've tried to kind of exceed my goal with quite a bit. And for the next year, I don't think that's a good plan. I think it's better to just kind of have a steady pace or just read and not stress too much about it. I think if I read enough books that I enjoy, I don't think it will be a big deal to reach 50 books because I normally reach that goal around the mid of the year, like July or August or something. And I think it's very good to kind of not stress too much with reading. I am also thinking about embracing my emotional reader more. This year I've read a lot of stuff that has been interesting. I have felt that I've read quite a few good books that I have enjoyed that I might not have picked up otherwise. But I also think that for me to have a more sustainable reading, it's important for me to kind of do a little bit more emotional reads because I am like a squirrel or an emotional reader. And rather than reading books because I feel like I have to, or there are books that I think I should read and just reading because I feel like I should read them, it's not a good plan. I have previously read some books that has been like very popular and I've been thinking that I should read this as well because it's so popular. And more often than not, or maybe not, I'm not sure, but when you have these high expectations for it because they are very popular, the fall can be pretty high. So rather than reading like super popular books, I might read popular books because I'm interested in reading them, but rather than kind of focusing on that, I should read the books that I feel like when I want to read. So there might be books that I've been thinking in 2023 that I should read, but I might actually not read them after all because I'm not that interested anymore. And the last thing I want to talk about are readathons. I have been doing more readathons in 2023 than I expected to. I did both rounds of Queer Lit Readathon. I did Gothtober and I did Nonfiction November. And Queer Lit Readathon is a readathon that I've been doing since the first Queer Lit round in 2020, so that was round 5. And I've been doing every round since then. I've also taken part in some queer weekends. But they are changing up Queer Lit Readathon for 2024. They are doing like monthly prompts and stuff. And when I was hearing about that, it became a lot more stressful for me. And when it gets more stressful, it's less enjoyable. So I am thinking that I might take part in like the big rounds, but I'm not taking part in any of the year-round prompt things. I tend to read a lot of LGBTQ plus books anyway, because that's what I do. I find them interesting a lot of the times, and it's enjoyable. But also I think June will be a good month to do Queer Lit Readathon because it's the whole month. December, maybe I might or might not take part. I haven't decided. I will see when we come that far into the year what I feel like and if it's something I want to do. But I'll most probably take part in the June readathon, which is the whole month. Because then I have like a whole month to tick off the prompts. But we'll see. I have not made any concrete plans. I am not doing any TBRs as of yet. And Gothtober, I don't know, maybe I'll do it. It's fairly laid back in many ways, I think. And when October comes around, I have a tendency to want to read like gothic and horror books. So I might take part, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Not decided on that yet either. But I don't think I should like stress about taking part in readathon if it's not something I feel like I absolutely want to do and it fits with my emotional reads, because then I end up being stressed about it. As for non-fiction November that I did this year, it was very heavy and it affected my reading a lot. I read a lot less than I normally would have. And it's not that I don't enjoy reading non-fiction, because I do read non-fiction. I don't read like a whole bunch of non-fiction, but I read some. And I don't think like having a whole month where like pretty much all I read is non-fiction is good for me. So I am actually not going to take part in non-fiction November next year, nor do I think I might do it again, ever. I think it's a good readathon by all means, but I don't think it's for me, because I'd rather read a non-fiction book here and there when it fits me and my emotional read. So that is pretty much my reading goals for 2024. And I'm, as I said, not making TBRs. I probably not make any big TBRs in general, because I don't think that is good for me. I might do a buddy read. I think I'm doing a buddy read with Jalisa. But other than that, I am probably not doing buddy read other than the one. And it's going to be a fairly demanding one, I think, because the book we're going to read is not going to be an easy read. It's going to be a super interesting read, but it's not going to be like an easy read. So let me know in the comments, what are your goals for 2024? Let me know. And with that, I am saying have a happy 2024. Thank you for being with me this year. If you've been a subscriber for parts or the whole year, I'm very grateful for that. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!